How to get kids to do chores. It's myOrganized.life. Monday, May 4th.
May
June
4th. Oh, jeez, you're a month
July
behind.
4th. No.
Wow, it's June 4th.
It's June
2018.
4th, 2018.
myOrganized.life live. Hey, look at me. I'm doing the intro today.
And who are you?
I'm Leanne Thompson.
And I'm John Hunt. This is the show where we give
organizing tips, advice. Oh,
And
that's the
what-
that's the podcast.
No, but we do that here too.
That's true. We do that.
And what do we want? We want
their comments and
Comments.
questions and
anything else related to
yes.
kids.
kids or organizing in general.
And why did I say anything related to kids?
Because we're talking about kids today and doing
And
chores.
this week, you told me this was kind of kids
It's kind of a kid week, not officially,
It's
unofficially
Kids
kid week.
Yes.
We've got a podcast about kids. We've got an article about kids.
Actually, our new podcast, which is on Wednesday, is not about kids.
Oh, that's organizing your family.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's Amy Tokus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought-
Okay, so I guess it is about kids.
It's family
Wow,
kids,
it's
and
all
you've
comes
got
together.
a boatload of kids, and I bet you they all do chores without any sort of griping.
You know what? It's interesting.
They always get that stomach ache after supper.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't clean the kitchen.
Yeah, they do that till about they're 13 or 14, and then when you say you can't do this until you do this, then they got get it done in 10 or 15
Yeah,
minutes.
they learn that pretty young, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know. They did not learn until about 13 or 14.
No, I mean the whole stomach ache
Oh
thing.
gosh, the stomach ache thing.
That's been. I went to my daughter's room last night. She's not even 3 yet, and she was up there blabbing away. Went to check on her to see why she's not sleeping. I'm not feeling good.
I got the stomach ache.
She's not even 3.
Oh, gosh.
She's got that going on already.
Anyway. Okay, well today we're going to talk about a podcast we did actually a while back.
Long time ago.
Number 59.
Long time ago.
And it goes along with it.
Right.
It's the secret to how to get kids to do chores.
Great tips in there.
Yeah, Amy Karstensen.
Yes.
And she is a professional organizer. So if you want to find this podcast, just go to Smead.com and then go up in the search bar and type in like chores.
Kids chores or something like that.
Yeah, some simple word, it'll bring it up. But it's
Yep.
podcast number 59. You can go to the podcast, you go Smead.com/podcast and scroll down to 59 and
Right.
find it that way too.
Yep.
But anyway, so we'll just give a couple little highlights from this. But why don't we start with a video clip from that podcast right now. Trying to get kids to do their chores sometimes is a difficult task. So where do we start with this whole thing?
Well, I agree. Trying to get kids to do chores is kind of a constant battle I hear from lots and lots of parents. And so I was formerly a teacher. And so one of the things I do to encourage parents to get their kids to do chores is kind of a lesson plan approach. And so the first thing is you got to set the stage. You got to get them excited about what you're about to teach them and talking about why chores are important, what are the benefits, and helping out in the house, helping your parents out. And it's good to be a contributing member, part of this family, or their parents are feeling overwhelmed, they really need help, and it teaches responsibility. And the younger you start with kids also is easier because the younger they are, the more willing they become. But
now I got to stop you right there because my kids do not get excited about cleaning the stovetop. For some reason, they have an aversion to that. They'll do, clean most of the kitchen. But I don't know what it is. I say it only takes a few seconds. So how do you get a kid excited about cleaning? I can't wait to hear the answer to this one.
So part of it is you've got to do the guided, you've got to get the input of showing them exactly how to do it, the techniques involved. And I have found trying to do it myself isn't all that effective, but I am a big believer in the University of YouTube. And believe it or not, there's 50,000 videos on just about everything you could possibly imagine. So I don't know about stovetops, but I can talk about toilets. And so you can take your children and how to get kids to clean the toilets, which might gross out some parents, but I have boys, by the way, and I have found by having them help clean the toilets, we have cleaner toilets all week long, not just on Toilet Tuesday. But anyway, you go to University of YouTube and you watch, there's videos of how to do it. And it really works to inspire and motivate kids. And you can, as they're doing it, you can talk through the techniques that they're using and what supplies do you need. And then you can march them right over to your stovetop or your toilet and see if they can do it similarly. I know it sounds crazy, but you have to try it. It really is an effective technique. And let's face it, at some point there's nothing enjoyable about cleaning toilets and stovetops, but it is just teaching children that we all have responsibilities. Lots of parents go to work every day, and we have to do things that we don't necessarily want to do, but it's part of living in our family and living in a organized, tidy household and being part of it.
Well, how about now, we've tried before in the past using like a checklist and saying, okay, well, here's what you need to do. If you're going to clean the kitchen, here's the 10 things, and we even laminated it and, check it off. Are you a proponent of checklists? Do they work, or is that just extra work for them?
I am a proponent of checklists for some children and for some families. It's really dependent on you as a parent and how much energy you want to put into the system or how complicated you want it. And, some children I think love checklists, and that works really well for them. In the same family, another child that might not work at all. I happen to really support and propose an online program called My Job Chart. And they have a system where you can go through and decide which chores each child is going to do. And it can be either evening chores, morning chores. It can be chores just on the weekends. It might just be one day a week. And each child has their online account, and they set it up for the things that they are supposed to be doing. And they log on, and they're responsible for checking off what they do. And I find that works really well. And one of the interesting things I have found is that they're responsible for logging in and doing the checklist. Mm-hmm. And I have one son who does not like to log on and do it. And so he doesn't actually accrue his points as quickly, but he's actually still doing the chores, because ultimately that's what you want, is you're creating these habits in children of helping out in the family, whether there's sort of an allowance or not, or a reward, that you're trying to systematize it. And they say it takes 21 days to form a habit. And so also back to your question about how do you get them to do it, we were talking earlier about how to get them to do it right. Mm-hmm. Is you have to be alongside them, guiding them the way a good teacher would, not doing it for them, but, helping them out when they're doing well. And then, when there's things that aren't how you want it, guiding them along so that you get what the chore done the way that it should be. And that's what a good teacher does. You become increasingly unnecessary, which is what chores are all about. The parents don't want to be doing all these things, and they want their kids to be helping out as well.
It's the summer sale at myOrganized.life with 25% off office products like file folders, hanging folders, accordion files, and presentation products. You can get it at myOrganized.life. That's myOrganized.life. 25% off all products. It's our summer sale at myOrganized.life. So that was an interesting clip.
Right.
Now you know how to get kids to do it right.
Do it right, yes.
It reminds me of just like kids, seem to just do just enough to be legal.
Of course.
So,
why not?
You say clean the counter. They'll clean the counter, but they'll miss a spot. Mm-hmm. And you'll say, well, you missed a spot. We'll say, you told me to clean the counter, and I did. Well, you
clear the table, but they don't wipe it.
Yeah,
right.
That
kind of stuff.
So anyway, you want to go to Smead.com/podcast, scroll down to number 59, and or you can just go up to Smead.com and put in the search term chores, and you'll find this from Amy Karstensen. Her website, organizingwithamy.com.
Right.
So,
okay.
Great. Well, tomorrow I'm excited to find out about more kid stuff.
Right. We have a nice article that we'll be talking about tomorrow.
Yes, and I think I had it up on the screen.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, let me just see here. It is staying organized when school lets out.
Because that's, part of the country's already out of school.
Right.
A lot of the schools around here, their last day is today.
Yeah, so actually, how timely could this be? So you want to tune in tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central, 3 Eastern, and noon Pacific.
Yep.
We have lunch with Lisa Montanaro every day at noon. She sits there and watches the show, right, Lisa?
She better be.
She better be, I know, or else she's in big trouble.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's tomorrow. Coming up Wednesday, we have the new podcast with Amy Tokus, Organizing Your Family. So got some good things.
Yeah, of course.
Some solutions, I bet, for kids or family, maybe,
I
on
think
Thursday.
so. I think so. Yep.
And then
that would be the plan.
We'd totally round out the week on Friday for Blogger
Roundup. Blogger Roundup.
Then maybe we'll have something to do with families and kids there too. I mean,
Hopefully.
we could become the top family-friendly show on
Show
Facebook.
at 2 o'clock Central
At 2
Time.
o'clock Central, sponsored by Smead.
Yes.
Number one.
Number
You gotta
one in
be-
the time
everyone-
slot.
Everyone can be number one in something.
Of course, there's always a stat
Right.
somehow.
All right, well, that's about it then.
All right,
We will
we'll
see you tomorrow here on Facebook Live and myOrganized.life live.